Teri, how are you?
Hi. Oh,
How the hell are you?
I'm absolutely just flabbergasted at what's happening with
On our soap?
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling a lot of anxiety, you know?
Well, we will get it out in this counseling session of Soapdish.
thank you. I
All
I
right.
needed
We're
this.
here to perform a service, Teri.
Yes. Yes.
All right, let's talk bold and beautiful.
All right.
All right. So Carter, since it's been a while, so we got to
Yeah.
back up here a little bit.
Yeah.
Carter and Hope's relationship, I mean, you could see this coming from 100 miles away, but has now turned romantic.
Uh-huh.
Thoughts, Teri?
Oh, well, I'm okay with it, but it was like, okay, these sex scenes aren't nearly as hot as they were with Quinn,
That's
and
what
not
my wife
near.
Suzette said too.
Yeah, they're not.
She
And
hates Hope's. Hope does this lip piercing thing where she
yeah.
goes, she does a lot of that. You ever notice that?
Yes.
It drives my wife crazy. And she
Yeah.
does, she's just catching it when I'm doing my research,
Uh-huh.
watching the show.
Mm-hmm. She walks behind you going, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
he's at it again."
She's a closet B&B watcher.
Well, and my guy Jeff, he's watched it a few times and he's kind of like, "Okay, what's the matter with you?" Nothing. I just,
He
yeah.
doesn't ask questions about the storyline and the characters, etc.
No, no,
Not
he
interested.
said no, no.
We'll have to work on him.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely. But
All right. So I had the same reaction you did, Teri, in that
yeah,
it's like, okay.
this is
But
not.
yeah,
They look awkward.
they look
They
awkward.
look
That's a good way to
awkward,
put it. That's a
and
good way to put it.
her and Thomas,
Hope is just
that was
awkward.
hot. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
that's
is.
true. You're right.
Well,
That's
with
true.
Thomas, it was
It
like,
was more,
whoa,
yep.
yes, but it's not
It's not
feeling it.
Quinn and Carter. That's for sure. I
No,
agree with you.
I don't think there is much of that, but yeah.
All right. Carter. So Carter had been, this was kind of a revelation for all of us, but Carter had been researching Forrester Creations for years, trying to come up with ways to expand their business.
To a global luxury brand.
Yes. Thank
Yes.
you. Use the right verbiage.
Yes.
So he hatched this idea and he brought it to Ridge at some point here.
Hmm.
They decided to pursue it. Well, at first he talked to Hope about it, and then they
Yes.
decided to pursue it.
Hmm.
And it got flat, kind of got turned down by Ridge. And then Steffi calls Hope a bitch to Carter,
Oh,
which didn't sit well
no,
with him. So
no.
uh, he decides to go through with it, and he ends up. You could see these. He did a good job of acting that scene. I
He
thought
did. I
he
thought the
looked
same thing.
like oh shit, what did I just get myself into here?
Yes.
But
Yes.
he got Ridge and Steffi to sign the papers, and he looked like like he wasn't sure if he should be doing it. But
Right.
what do you
Yeah.
think about that whole scene?
That was interesting.
Yeah,
I think he definitely was really conflicted, and just like you said, it was a really good acting job, I
yeah.
thought. Um, but you knew they
Carter's a
were going
pretty
to go
damn good
through.
actor. I mean, he
He
really is.
is.
Yeah,
He is. He's also quite pleasant to look at.
you've mentioned
But
that before, Terry.
yeah, but it
I don't think he's ripping his shirt off for me on TV every third day or whatever it
no,
is.
maybe
No,
he is. We don't
I don't
know.
know.
You
Well,
know,
okay,
but
all right,
it's yeah,
that's fair.
we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean, we knew
it was pretty
that it was,
predictable.
and to be honest, Ridge and Eric, they blew him off, Carter.
Well, they
Not
did.
even listening, not even explaining, okay, these are really interesting ideas. I thought they were very disrespectful
I did
because
too.
he had put that in. He didn't you
He put a lot
didn't
of work into that,
he
and
did.
they've praised his abilities forever, And so, and you're right, Terry. So why the hell wouldn't you then at least listen to his ideas if you
Yes.
trust him, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
that
take
was
a listen. But
yeah.
they weren't. They
That's why I'm
didn't
not
want
feeling real
any of it.
sorry for Ridge at this point.
No. And the whole thing about, with Finn and hope falling on top of him,
Oh yeah,
that is just stupid because nobody knew Finn was even going to be there.
right.
So how would she have it? It was stupid.
That was stupid.
And yeah, I didn't like any of that.
No.
So
I thought it was kind of a poor storyline. I agree.
it was.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
All right. So Brooke overheard. So typical bold and beautiful. So Brooke is over to Carter's, I think, right? She was going over
No.
to Carter, or was it
No,
Hope's?
it was at Hope's. It was at the cabin.
Yeah, it was at Hope's.
Yep.
So she's standing outside and she overhears Hope and Carter talking about this coup that they're going to take over Forrester, and they were really like concerned about doing it. It wasn't like that let's stick it to them kind of thing,
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that, but
No.
they're just feeling like they won't listen to us. So and they fired Hope obviously earlier. So yeah,
But what I don't understand is why didn't Brooke walk in on that and say, "What the hell
I
are
know.
you doing?"
I agree.
Instead, she just runs off to
agree.
Ridge.
Right.
She should have known better than that.
Yep, she should have.
But then where would the storyline be?
Right.
So, yeah.
This is why, Terry, you can't get too upset because the writers are trying to create stories,
I know.
but it's hard to control one's stress through this show.
It is.
I get it.
It is.
I get it.
And my guts just.
They're twisted in a knot, huh?
It is.
That's what wine is for, Terry.
Yes, true. I only have tea right now because it's cold, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's too dang cold.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you mentioned, Brooke did not tell Hope and Carter. She went right to Ridge. Ridge is pissed off.
Yes.
And he calls Carter back. This all happens pretty quickly. So Carter gets called back into Forrester, and Ridge gets pissed off and fires him. I figured he's going to fire him, and he did it.
Yes.
Yep.
But I liked the scene because I liked the way Carter kind of stood up, like, especially when Ridge was just vilifying Hope. And, it's really easy to vilify her, especially and the thing is, Steffi is just such a bitch.
She's really
And
turned into that.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I don't
I agree.
like her at all.
I used to like her character
Yes.
at one time, but I don't anymore. She's a
No,
good
I don't.
actress, but I don't like her
Yes.
character.
No, not at all.
Yep.
And I'm not in love with any of these characters at this point.
That's
I'm kind
true.
of seeing stuff that's like, God, can you guys think of something better? Because now it's going to be Taylor versus Brooke and Brooke's. It's going to be the same old, same old.
I know. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So I learned something today, Terry. Even an old fart like me can learn something once in a while.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. So I learned that Will on the Bold and the Beautiful,
Yes.
his real name is Crew Morrow. And he's the son of Josh Morrow, who plays Nick on Nick Newman, who's Victor Newman's son
Yes.
on The Young and the Restless. And now that I see that, once I read that, I'm like, well, of course. He looks just like
Does he?
like Nick did, because Nick has been on The Young and Restless for probably close to 30 years.
Okay.
He was just a young, early 20-something when he originally came on the show.
Wow.
And so his son's probably coming into the business here right at about the same age. So that's interesting.
Yeah, that
And he
is.
looks just like him. Now that I know that, it's like, wow.
And he's playing a role pretty well.
I know I don't like him.
Yes. I don't
And I think
either.
that's the objective. Yeah.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yep. Yep. So anyway, I thought that was interesting. What's your reaction to Will's character? I mean, Will is kind of,
I'm
he's
not.
got the girl thing going and that whole storyline with with the girl, the intern that works at Forrester, Electra.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's
I
kind of stalled, hasn't it? That storyline a little bit.
Well, I think that's going to heat up though.
Do you? Okay.
Well, simply because of Remy,
Yeah, that's true.
that new character, and
Yeah,
he's total creepazoid.
he's a creepoid.
Oh man, he's got to be the one behind Electra's
I think
photos,
so.
the AI stuff.
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Well, he's
I
got
don't
that
think
stuff
there's any question
pasted.
about
He's
it.
got pictures of her in articles pasted all over the wall back in his apartment.
Yes.
So
Yes. I think that's going to get real creepy. That might be the
that could be a good storyline if
That
done
could
right.
be-
If done right, right?
Yes. And I think Sheila's going to be involved in that one.
Ooh,
Mhm.
that would be good.
Mhm. I think
If they
Evil
just
Sheila's
listen to
coming
our
back.
podcast, Terry,
I
they'd
know.
get damn good ideas on how to, kind of
Uh-huh.
wind this stuff up a little bit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So I can't go through an episode without mentioning Taylor. All right.
Of course.
So Taylor's still around,
Oh yeah.
and I'm just observing, I'm watching, but Brooke and Ridge, and you've kind of already alluded to it. There's trouble in paradise
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up here for Brooke and Ridge with the whole firing Hope and the coup takeover and all that things. That storyline again, that could be good too if done right. So we'll see.
Well, I think it's going to be. I think it's gonna be the end of Bridge.
God, I hope so.
I think it will be.
Then he's going to go back to Taylor, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And Steffi will absolutely push it.
Oh,
Because
for
she's
sure.
gonna say, Hope did this, so they're the same people, blah blah.
Right.
So
Do you think that they'll bring? You mentioned his name, the brother, Steffi's brother,
Thomas.
Thomas. He's kind of been, he ran off and kind of disappeared too. That he was going to get married.
Well, he did.
He did,
married
right?
Paris.
Married
Yeah.
Paris, but then we haven't seen.
Mm-mm.
I keep
No.
thinking if Taylor re-enters the picture with Ridge,
Yes.
that they'll somehow work him back into. I like his character. He's a good
I do
actor.
too.
You and I have talked a lot about that. He's a
He's
good
very
actor. I wish I kind of hope they do bring him back. So
I
I'm going
would
to
like
predict
to
it.
see him back. Yeah, I think so too, especially when shit hits the fan with Brooke and Ridge. And,
Bridge.
Yes. And here's the other storyline though. Liam
No.
hasn't been in the picture for a while.
Thank God.
Well, I think he's coming back.
Great.
I think Steffi is going to have something to do with it. She's going to try and break up Carter and Hope and use Liam to do it.
Ooh, is that a prediction, Terry?
That's a prediction.
I like that. So what you're saying is that Liam would express interest in Hope,
Well, he has.
try to get back together. Well, I know he has.
Yes.
But you're saying that we'll get a reemergence of Liam and I can see that.
I think so.
That's sudsy, Terry. Really sudsy.
Yeah, except that it's Liam, but
It's our whiner, our favorite whiner.
yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah.
Any other closing thoughts and comments that you want to talk
Um,
about?
I think Sheila's going to catch Remy being weird. And because he's obsessing so much
Yep.
and he is constantly looking at Electra's pictures on his phone. And I think she's going to see it and
Ooh.
think,
What's up with that?
Yeah.
And knowing Sheila, she's gonna, she won't let it lie either. So she'll pursue that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We'll
that'd
see
be
what
good.
she
That'd be a good
finds out.
storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I kind of miss Sheila not having a prevalent role as well.
know.
Yeah,
She's a really good character.
I like her character.
Yeah.
Funny, Terry, how we like the evil character.
I know.
Imagine that.
Yeah, you're really. How about you? You got
I
any?
no, I just hope that they do. I think they're building some nice storylines that we've talked about here today, and I just really hope that they can develop those into decent stories and not
I hope so.
regurgitate, like you said. Quit regurgitating the Brooke and Ridge and
I'm so sick of that.
yeah,
That and yeah, but we'll see. You know.
yeah,
And what's up with Bill and Luna?
yeah. Good point. Yeah, that's true.
Luna could be the next Sheila.
She could do it. She's a good actor. She's another one. You and I talked about her. She's a good actress. Played evil and nice both. I mean,
Yes.
really extremes, and did a good job. So
Yeah. So
all
we'll
right,
see.
yeah, all right.
There's a lot to consider.
Oh boy, I have to relax. Count down from 10, 9, 8,
Yes.
until we dish again,
Keep it sudsy.
and we're out. That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I hope it will be.